Carl and Brendan here from Games, Brains, and Head-Banging Life, gbhblofficial for short, and it's battle time. And I think I'm making this an easy one. This is an easy one because this is symphonic metal. So I already know it's in Brendan's ballpark. This is Enchantya, and it's the song Poet's Tears, my favorite song from their latest album, On Light and Wrath, which was released back in 2019, May 24th, 2019, via Inverse Records. Big fan of this album was at the time. Review up on the site gave it 9 out of 10. That's how much I was into it. The one track that I regularly listened to, even today, on playlist was Poet's Tears. So this is why it had to be this one.
Cool.
You aware of these guys?
Nope, don't think so anyway. Doesn't ring a bell.
Awesome. Right, in 3, 2, 1, go.
See Cyclops in the band.
Cradle there for you?
Yeah, I was going to say, it's quite gothic tones there, isn't there? Wasn't expecting that.
There's a lot of voices going on. The extra step in that drumming there is just so crazy. The word you're looking for is epic.
Very, very grand and partly very classical.
Yeah, I mean, there's no denying. Yeah, there's a classic, obviously classical as well, operatic almost at times.
Yeah, I mean, it's a wonderful, wonderful song. It really is. I had one thing that I didn't dislike, but one thing that I guess if I was being critical, that I had one issue with throughout, and that was until the end. Sorry, until the solo at the end.
Yeah.
And that is that the guitar is really hard to pick out. It's very far back, and I could hear like the drum so clearly. And obviously, they've got very powerful voices. Of they or she, I'm not even sure. I was very surprised when she started singing at the beginning because I was purely based it on what I can see on the screen in the picture, and there was no female.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh, unless he's got a wonderful voice.
This album was them debuting a brand new lineup, pretty much across the board, barring founding members. So yeah.
But no, it's wonderful. There were some nice little surprises throughout it, like changes. So even though it was operatic vocals, it didn't stay operatic all the time.
Yeah.
Which I thought was quite nice. It broke it up a little bit. The drums, like, you can't not mention the drums. I don't think there was anything particularly clever happening, but they were just very fucking fast and heavy. They were really fast and heavy, and it was clever because it didn't come like where the song changed. It was the song continued, but just the drums changed. So it just kind of it felt like I just felt weird in a way because it was the same passage, but it felt like it was going at twice the speed, but it wasn't because the vocals weren't. But yeah, no, I really liked it. I really liked it. I was quite mesmerized by it. The voice is beautiful. Yeah. Love the guitar solo at the end. It's a nice, proper, big, grand, epic, power metal-y sort of solo. It's what you want. All played on the highest possible string, and it's great. Really, really good. Probably, it could just be a YouTube thing. I said the only thing I had with it was just throughout it in the earlier parts of it, you could kind of hear the guitar changing in the background, and I was trying to pick it out, but it was often sort of swallowed up in the mix of everything else, which is quite odd.
There's a lot going on. I mean, there is, as you say, talk about shifts and tones and all that. For me, like the moment I fell in love with was when the first chorus hit, and the chorus is just so grand and soul lifting and stuff like that. Because I say when you kick in, you've got that almost Cradle of Filth style, like gothic tone to it, and that returns later on in it as well. Which is a cool layer. It is. That was surprising. That kind of like throws you as well a little bit. You know what I mean? Because it was like, oh, okay, is this what it's going to be like? And when you said it was the Cradle of Filth sort of thing, I then, again, basing this purely on the picture of the two geezers on screen, or one geezer, it might be the same guy, but with a hood on. And I thought, like, by you saying that, this was then going to suddenly switch to him. I don't know why. So I thought that was a little Cradle bit. It's like the guest female singer, and then it was going to switch to him. I really enjoyed it. You can't not enjoy it. It's a beautiful song. It's really, really lovely. Yeah, it's really one of those safe. It's one of those safe choices where I was like, look, the worst that can happen is he says it isn't quite as hitting for symphonic, but I figured you'd like it. Yeah. Win. Woo.
Win.
Yeah. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you very much for watching. You can check us out on gbhbl.com as well as on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Tumblr. Go to Patreon and help us out over there. That's patreon.com/gbhbl, as well as Big Cartel, where you can find some of our merchandise. We have a podcast running on SoundCloud and Apple Podcasts. And of course, if you like this video, do us a favour, hit the subscribe button and help the channel grow. Games, horror and heavy metal. What else is life for?